kadang kadang gang bang badang kadang. Just want to say good afternoon to my peeps. Absolutely danger business today. Yeah, just make the people them rock on forward. You know the choppings, me know the chops. Today we're gonna be reasoning about a bag of different things in our peeps. I mean, know enough I wanna wait upon Killer Piece story time and them something there. So we're not going to go there right now, because you don't know, say, the children are still up. So, you know, we can't go down that road right now. But, you know, so a whole heap of things we are going to talk about today. You know what I mean? I've got a special guest in the building today. You know what I mean? One of my longtime friends from school days when me I buy penny sweets and ice pole with me little dry head and me little dry foot and them something. Them J.O. big up yourself by checking my family. You know the chopping, so you know it's gonna be a real podcast. Laugh and joke, banter and all them something there. You know what I mean? Rock and come in, and as you forward, press the share button and don't be shy. Hey. Hey. The one thing that I think a lot of people don't want to admit is what we're gonna talk about today. You get me? So yeah, get your things them. Adam Pie check-in, good afternoon my family. Look, as you enter, press the share button, don't be shy, you know the choppings. It's gonna be a lively one today still. Let's wait for the regulars them to get into the room. And you know we're gonna kick it off like that, you see? So I wanna introduce my guest for the day, my good friend SERENA. Let me just introduce SERENA to the people. Introduce yourself, SERENA. Well, go on.
Hi, guys.
Man has enough respect, man.
Enough respect to everyone. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I'm SERENA's longtime friend from school days. Like he said, from your dryad.
From your dryad. You see me, I say, yeah. Big up SERENA. I hear what it is, yeah. SERENA does a thing called pillow talk. See? Mad event. I want you to talk, give them a little insight. Jody, on the check-in, good afternoon. Manners and respect.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, pillow talk. A lot of people ask me why I call my event pillow talk, you know, and a lot of people assume the worst, like, oh my God, pillow talk means that she's going to be talking about sex. Where I want to put it out there, there's nothing wrong with talking about sex, right? We're all adults and we've all had sex before, which is whatever. But pillow talk for me is kind of different. It's not about the intimacy with a one person. Pillow talk for me is about when you go to your bed at night time with that thing that's playing on your mind that you can't speak to nobody about. And what my event tries to do is expose these things to the world and give you a safe place to speak about them. So for example, we've spoken about mental health in the community. We have spoken about bro code and is there a bro code. We've talked about church hurts, and on the 14th of August we're going to talk about co-parenting. So
wow. No, yeah. Hold on, pause. Cause when me hear pillow talk, you know, people at the minute me hear pillow talk, you know, all me I talk, me just feel like people just in my business. Pillow talk, them just lay down and them talk. But you see one thing about pillow talking, right? You know, so people when do pillow talk never want to talk them who own a business in the pillow. Them always talk other people business in the pillow. Lewis, pan check-in, big up yourself. Oh, that Carleen, pan check-in, big up yourself. You know the chops. Good afternoon. Press the share button and don't be shy. Get interactive. Today is one of them days. You know what I mean? So we have a reason, all our vibes and them something there. But today the topic is about pillow talking. Yeah. So what kind of pillow talk you talk about now? Cause that me want to know about the pillow talk part.
Well, pillow talk is a word that people with small minds only associate with one thing, which like I said is intimacy, which again, we're all adults. there's nothing wrong with intimacy. There's nothing wrong with using words and playing on words and using them for greater things and greater purposes.
True.
So for me, personally, the reason why I got the word pillow talk is looking into my past and my past hurts and my process and my past purpose. There was many times I went to bed at night time and I didn't have no one to speak to about what I was going through, whether it was in a relationship, whether it was with my children, my mum, my upbringing in the care system, whether it is the job, you know, the friendships or whatever it may be. I used to go to bed with all of these thoughts into my mind, and these thoughts can lead into depression, lead into mental health, lead into thinking that nobody cares and nobody understands, or nobody's not going through the same thing as you.
True.
So for me, I thought, let's create a platform that we can speak and expose all these things that we feel that we're only going through it by ourselves, you know. So that's where Pillow Talk comes from for me.
That's sick. But you see, the question I want to quickly ask you,
Yeah.
what would you say would have been your challenges? You see, during the first event?
Yeah.
What was the challenges of the mindset of the people that were there? What was their expectancy? What did they come to expect? What did they expect? Did they get what they expected? Or did they come with a different perception? Like you said, they come one-track minded and left with an open mind.
Well, it's funny you asked that, because when I first decided that I was going to call my events Pillow Talk, I spoke to my church about it, and they was like, that word is, no, that's about sex. I'm thinking, pastors and everyone, we all have sex, let's not play games. Anyway.
Even
so,
the pastor, I get some.
Yeah, for me, I'm very outspoken, I'm out there, my story's out there. So to make it even worse for people, my first Pillow Talk, I told all the ladies that they have to come in pyjamas or nighties or sexy lingerie, because I feel like, listen, we are born.
Hold on. Was this the only female event?
Yeah, the first one was only female.
Oh, do you know I had to ask that, peeps? I had to ask. Because if you have an event and all of the female them have to wear pajamas or some little night lingeries.
Yeah.
Me's turning up. I'd be the first man lining up like a good little man with my money in her hand, waiting, forget the search and go through the door. What here, man? Lingeries?
Yeah, because I think it's important that you understand that your clothing doesn't make you who you are.
That's
That's something really important that people have to understand. And judgment is going to happen regardless of what you do. When you're a successful leader, people are going to cast judgment on you anyways.
Thank you.
So for me, I don't really mind what people say about me. My thing is about, as long as I'm walking in my purpose, as long as I understand my calling in life, that's all that matters. And God will then put the right resources, the right people in place for me to do things. Because, I always, even looking at my Lucozade bottle is just giving me influence, and to say this to you, whoever's got a business in your mind and someone's stopping you. Now, I'm just going to give this quick example. Like this Lucozade bottle, obviously it was filled before I started drinking it, but you see, if you take the lid off it and you're open and you're exposed to things, anything can drop inside it, innit?
That's right.
So even though the main context was the Lucozade, but when you leave yourself open and exposed, anything can come inside it. But what I'm trying to do is seal the understanding of what people are trying to say about us, because we are different, because we speak different, because we act different, because we word things differently. It doesn't matter where we started off, it's about where you're sealing the deal now.
Right.
And for me, my past doesn't have any hindrance on my purpose. So it doesn't matter what you knew about me, it's about what I'm doing now. My purpose is sealed. I'm good. I can talk about anything I like. So I'm open.
Like a female version of me, you know. She's so
gassed.
funny, I swear. No, don't try. I'm not gassed. I'm actually happy. Do you know, let me tell you why I'm happy, right? Because you see, to come so far in life from like where we used to play and cuss each other, laugh and joke and run off to where we're at today, and can say, Rod, you know what? I can have this reasoning with you, right? And when I hear your reasoning, I hear the passion and where it's coming from, and that's the way I speak. Yeah. I identify to that. You
100%.
understand? So that warms me to the whole scenario.
100%. And you know, like Patrick said, we're coming from school days. Do you know what I mean? Like when you can go to the shop and get 1 penny sweets. I mean, you got 10 pence, and you got 10 sweeties. You know.
Yeah, 20 sweeties.
Yeah, literally.
What, you could get half a penny sweet them time there.
Do you know what I mean? And we had fun, and you know, it was about peace and love and joy and happiness.
That's right.
And that's what I want to bring back to people. The thing about our age group, I think we're not happy. We're not happy when we see some people successful. We always got to be, oh, she was this, or he was that, or that was that, and this was that. We're not looking back in our past. What we're looking about is in the future. What the future has a hold for us. The future is a bright future if you let go of what people think about you. I don't care. Like I said, for me, my events is about exposure, but it's also creatively creating a safe space to have that exposure happen.
That kind of conversation, for sure.
Because that conversation is delicate. There's things that people will talk about. When we done our second event on mental health, you know, people were talking about being sectioned, people were talking about finding dead bodies, etc. And it's not a thing about, you go to an event, all of us have been to events before, and what I dislike about events and why I believe mine is very different is because there's no follow-up. You have one big massive event once a year, everyone comes there, everyone, did you see the next time you're seeing that person, it's at a funeral. It's not even at a christening or a wedding, it's at a funeral or a night.
They don't have the same energy no more.
At all.
The energy's gone.
It's gone.
With the last event.
Do you know what I mean? And a lot of gifts and talents are in the graveyard. Do you know what I mean? So It's like, actually, I'm gifted. I've always been gifted to how to speak, how to maintain myself to a certain degree. Like, I didn't take talk from nobody. I didn't take check from nobody. But it's now, how can you use that for a purpose? How can you now speak that people are going to listen and create a platform that you're willing to listen to people and teach and be taught certain things? So use your gifting. Don't let no one feel like because you was loud back in the days, whatever. Okay, well then use your loudness. Get a platform that's accepting you to be you, use your platform to design something that the world needs. You know, I always say this to people, like, the world is awaiting for somebody like me. I'm going global. I'm going global, and none ain't stopping me. I'm global. I'm global.
You see what I'm talking about? When I say she's a female version of Patrick Knight, I'm not lying. I know from the sandpit to right here where this is coming from. You get me? So it is a blessing to be in the same space and be able to share this kind of vibes with my people, seriously, on the levels. Like, when you say, I'm going to make it, yeah? Like, I hear the passion in the way that she says stuff. It's not just being said, peeps. It's not something that's just being said in the air for the sake of saying it. Like, we believe, we know, because we work towards that. You know what I mean? So big up yourself, Serena. Hey, peeps. Hey, but Serena, hey, what I want to do, I want to go back to the one-track way of thinking, yeah? Okay. With regards to this pillow talk thing. See, pillow talk is a serious thing. A lot of pillow talk has got a lot of people harmed and put in a lot of problems, because some things that I think people have told people in confidence has met the pillow. Now, it's not that it's met the pillow, but it's who it's met the pillow with. That is the problem. Like, when we choose to share these delicate informations, it should be with someone that equally understands that it's a delicate situation.
Absolutely, but then there's the other flip side to it, okay? And I always say this, and I hope everyone's over the age of 18 listening to this, and if not, parents, put your kids in a separate room. Just be just keeping it real out here, guys. But this is the thing, yeah? So we're young, you know, I had a child at 16 and stuff like that. So we don't really look at who we are intimate with at the time. Sometimes we just look at the person's brand, so to speak, like if he is Mr. Popular, if he is Mr. Everyone wants to know, but we're not looking at the spiritual connection or the purposeful connection. We're just looking at the connection, he's rare, so I know I'm protected in that way. But spiritually, you're open. Spiritually, you're leading yourself into something that you don't know. And a lot of people then say, if you do this, I'm going to pay you this. If you set up my man, I'm going to get you this. If you set up this guy, I'm going to get you that. And people get trapped in the financial side of it and not looking at the spiritual blessings that come when you keep your mouth closed. Because, you know, when you talk publicly about what you're doing, there's demonic people, demonic things around you that's trying to stop it and delay your purpose.
That's right.
So even though intimacy is fantastic, it's wonderful, it's something that we all should do. God created us on the earth to do that. I'm talking about the different kind of intimacy, the intimacy that you're spiritually aligned with someone, the intimacy that you are aligned with purpose, the intimacy that you're aligned with your calling, the intimacy, if you're a Rasta, then deal with a Rasta. Why are you going to be a Rasta and deal with a Christian? You're not going to have the same morals and values. You've got to really check yourself before you wreck yourself. And sometimes we're blaming other people because, oh my God, because of him, oh my God, because of her. No, because of you, because you knew who you were and you lowered your self-esteem, you lowered your self-aware because you wanted to be Miss Popular or Mr. Popular or sleep with that person. But for me, because I know who I am and who I've become, do you know what I mean? I've made mistakes, but my mistakes is not what's going to keep me in a space and in a silent space. So now, if I was to meet a guy, my first question is to him, do you want to get married? Because I want to get married. So if you don't want to get married, and it's not too quick, ladies, let me just put it out there. It's not too quick to ask them, because they're not too quick to sleep with us without protection. They're not too quick to create children. So it's not too quick to ask them, where's the ring? No ring, no ting. It's simple as that. Literally. But yeah, it's gone.
People, my life mash up. People, you hear what she do? Listen, every man life mash up right now. You hear what she just say? Really, Jay, glad you log in, come me have a, yes, my brother, yes, my brother. Yes, see what I'm saying? Listen, it's not so easy, it's not so hard, it's not too early. Like, it's not, I mean, them can't just shoot it in without protection, so them can't just buy the ring.
This is it. Like, listen, ladies, let me tell you another thing, another tip, which Patrick might be upset that I've come on his live. But you see, if a guy can't afford lobster and he's only giving you chicken wings, baby, he ain't the one. He's not the one.
No, voila. Wheel and second and start again. Let me hear that part there again.
No, seriously, because, you know, I remember being in church one time and with all, you know, you get a bit desperate in church, you want to get married, and so the first guy that comes along, everyone wants to put on their best outfit, the guy's single and stuff, you know, like, you know how it is, church lady, let's just keep it real.
Hold on, is that how it goes in church?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, pause. This is a whole conversation now, stop. So I come to church, me single. Me are the man we put the most money in the collection basket, and everybody like me because I have the most manners, and me step alright, and the pastor alright with me, and me and the pastor good. Alright, watch this. Now, uno get wind. The females of the church get wind that I single, I is looking for a marriage.
Yeah.
Right. Not that I'm looking for a person, a female, and that a good woman that can cook and clean and all the other qualities first. I'm just looking for a woman for married.
Yeah.
Right. And nobody don't know if I'm looking for a stay, a passport, nothing, just say me want married. And uno I go put on your best dress for me.
Absolutely.
For me.
Absolutely.
So me be looking in all these parties when all me need to do. I take Uncle Jimmy go to church. I make Uncle Jimmy just find one old auntie. So easy.
It is, and it's unfortunate, and, you know, I'm not here to bash any Christian on here, you know, because I go to church myself. But my point is this, there's like one guy to 10 women, so then you get the proper liars that come in and say he's for you, but he can't be for all of us, right? He only can be for one person, because that's the way the life is. You know, your husband is your husband and your friend is your friend. And I think we need to understand that as women as well. When men come into our lives, who are they actually in our lives? Don't be scared to ask the question. Ask them, what is it that you actually want from me in this season, in this particular thing? Because for me, any guy that's talking to me, if you feel like you can get me chicken wings and then still have my number, you babe, you're getting blocked and deleted. I'm being honest. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a lobster girl. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yo.
Yeah.
Chicken wings will not save your relationship.
No.
Chicken wings from Marley's, or from Sam's, or from Favorite Fried Chicken, or from Deli's, or anywhere, it's not gonna save the relationship. All right.
And you know, I say that boldly because I know what I bring to the table. I'm comfortable eating by myself. Do you know what I mean? And I eat well and belch well and have my juice afterwards. I'm good.
That's
Do you know
right.
what I mean? So therefore, you have to find that person that's equally yoked with you. Now, I'm not saying that you can't meet someone that's building and you're building a foundation together, but it's got to be that we're building.
That's
so
right.
while you're eating that chicken wings, your objective is to get to the lobster stage. You understand? But when you're comfortable doing a 199 mil bill, you need to look at that girl that's on the P5. That ain't me. Do you know what I mean? Because we both ain't tapping the oyster together. We're not. That's the reality.
Hold on. Now do you see why this is one of my sisters, right? Don't play with me. This is why she's one of my sisters. Because if you're trying to feed her chicken wings, you better go and look at the girl on the P5 because we're not tapping the same Oyster card, love. You see that line there? That line there is a serious line. I guarantee you hear that line in a song soon. I guarantee. You hear that line should be in a song. Wow. Chicken wings and Oyster card and P5.
Yeah.
You even know what route. You're
Literally.
dangerous.
Literally. No, seriously. You know, we can have joke and we laugh about it, but literally we need to set our standards really high, ladies, and men as well. Set your standards high as well. Some of you men, yeah, I need to be talking to you too. You know what I mean? Your standards are very low. Some girls I see you with, I'm like,
Talk the things, man. Talk the things, man.
Like,
Yeah, man,
you
shame
need to
them.
set your standard to a standard of your standard as well. It's not about people. It's not about me. It's not about, you know, I'm hoping I'm just giving you nuggets of why my event is my event, or why I do what I do.
That's
because
right.
I'm passionate about it.
That's
I'm
right.
not downgrading anybody. Wherever your level you are, if you're topping up your phone still and you're still doing pay as you go, that's your prerogative. Maybe that's where you're at the moment, and I want to help you and bless you financially if I can. Do you know what I mean? To help you how to get somewhere in life. Because I didn't wake up and have my own business. I didn't wake up and have this event. I went through a process. I went through a painful process.
That's right.
I went through losing people telling me it won't be successful. There's a lot of things that you go through in a time. You have to have the right people in your court. But the key thing also, ladies and men, is to know when to let go of people as well. So everyone's not on your journey for life. You know what I mean? Sometimes the bus might stop. Yeah, you think you're on the bus. Yeah, I know I like to talk about Oyster cards a lot. And the bus might say, sorry, there's a diversion. Now, this wasn't planned. The diversion was not planned. On your route, you thought you were just going straight.
All the way to the destination.
Right. And there's a diversion. And sometimes the bus man stops as well and says, we need to be held here for 2 minutes. You see, in that 2 minutes, understand what God or whoever you believe it, the Creator is trying to tell you in that 2 minutes of time, where you just need to be standing alone. And when you need to get off that bus or go to that diversion, understand that everyone can't come with you. Some people, you have to let them off the bus and say, this is the last stop. You know when they say last stop, last stop?
That's
and
right.
they let people off. Let them off your journey, because everyone can't follow you. Some people will just remind you of, oh, remember when I helped you do this? Remember when I was a part of this? Remember when you didn't have this? Well, girl, I have it now. Remember, I got it now.
Also, some of these people are absolute dead weight.
100%.
Just you're running up a steep hill with these people on your back, trying to save the world. Like, what are you doing?
And even if you've got a business, Patrick, like I got a business that I look after children in care, I go into school, but I don't have a business to look after all the children that are in the care system.
That's right.
There's enough for me and you understand?
That's right.
I look at it like this. Nando's only been created for the last 10 years, if that long. Before Nando's, there was KFC and there was McDonald's. All three of them sell chicken. All three of them have their clienteles. So even if we've got similar business, one hand can't clap, so we should be clapping together. You understand? As sisters, we need to clap together. And sisters don't come into colour. Let me just put that out there as well. My sisters are not all black. My sisters are all colour, all nations, because I'm global. So I've got to mix with everybody. I want to learn loads of languages. You know what I mean? I'm ready to mix with whoever's ready to mix with.
Do you see why this is my sister, my people? Like unapologetically, when she speaks with the exact same passion, but you can genuinely hear that she's coming from the same cloth, the same school, the same generation, the same realness, the same just genuine people. You know what I mean? Love that. Stand up for the females them and give them some strength, yes, because as much as I speak, I can't speak for the females, 'cause I'm not a female. Yeah. I try to uplift them in spirit and vibes, but you're a voice of them. Absolutely. So it's nice to hear a refreshing sister speak with such passion, and I know that a lot of females will relate to when you speak. You know what I mean?
And they shouldn't hold back, you know, like, we need platforms for more females to talk about. We need platforms for men to talk about. We don't know men's hurt. We don't. We can pretend, we can act, we can be a listening ear, but ultimately we go through different pains.
True.
We deal with things different. Men are actually more emotional than females. And the reason being why their emotions are so bubbled up, and then when they explode, everyone's like, oh my God, it's because they don't have platforms to air themselves. With us females, we have our friend that we can have that pillow intimacy conversation with. There's many times if you're single, with your friend, you can be on the phone 2-3 o'clock in the morning talking about all sorts of madness with your friend. If you've got a true friend, you talk about a lot of things. But when you're a guy, you don't necessarily speak about certain things with your brethren, because you know, some things you've been told as a child, as a man up, men don't cry, stop showing your emotions. That's not the way it works.
Facts.
And as females, we've been told we can cry, we can show our emotions. So automatically, we are in a different balance. We're not balanced the same. Do you know what I mean? So again, Pillow Talk, my event, it's about exposure. It's about men saying it's okay to cry. It's okay to show your woman affection.
Well on, baby girl. Well on, me have to pause this. So you can't tell man that it's all right to cry. Yes. Let me explain something to you, please. Now I get it. I get why women say stuff like that, but can I explain something to you, please, as a man and as a brother, right? Watch this. My perception of this crying thing, right? Let's say the man is the rock of the family. I look at it like that. I'm old school, right? So the man's always going to be the rock of the family, and you got different tiers when this boy is in the family. There's, you know who the head is, right? The head man of the family cannot be seen crying. The head man of the family is not there to cry. He's not. That's not his duty, ever. I tell you what his duty is. His duty is to be the rock for the family, and when the females them feel weary in that way, he's supposed to uplift them and strengthen them. The children look up to him as their hero. You see the minute when, you see, because mummy's always crying. Mummy will always cry. Aunties will always cry. Sisters would always cry. You get where I'm going with this, right? So the children will be used to seeing that coming from the females them. To see daddy, who we look up to as the hero, our greatest, like, no, you mad, my dad's the best. When he cries, that means everything's messed up. What?
No, that's a false.
Daddy is like the security of the whole family.
No.
You don't see it that way?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay to disagree, you know.
Yeah.
It's okay to disagree because you see yeah. I'm not trying to disagree with you like that. Hey peeps, are you hearing what I'm saying? I ain't trying to disagree with this one, like, because she's too much like me, so this ain't gonna end well. So here what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna agree to disagree with you.
Yeah. But I just want to get my point, because I want to believe that I do agree with certain things.
Go on.
So I do believe categorically factual that a man is the head of the household. That's the way it's being ordained. We shouldn't take away leadership from a man. And I think this independent woman nonsense that's come across has taken away where a man is supposed to lead. That is literally your birthright. Yeah, that is a birthright. But it's also a birthright to teach your children that it's okay to cry. Because let me tell you why. Because you see, when you get used to, I don't know if you used to get beaten when you grow up, yeah? You get so strong and beaten. So you see, when you're going out to lick a man down now, or lick a thing down, or whatever it is you're doing, all that anger, all that frustration, all of that emotion that person didn't do, but because mummy, daddy, whoever you lived with, actually mentally, physically abused you to a point, because we didn't get beaten, we got abused at times, you get me, with the licks, yeah? It wasn't like, I work as a consultant for children, so I absolutely see the differences and the diversity, but I also see how beating did work back in the days. My point is this: if we don't show our children that we're humans and that we can't cry, and I'm not saying cry every 5 seconds, you see, your tears could be tears of joy, your tears could be tears of blessing, your tears could be tears of anointing, and we have to understand the different forms of tears. Now, if you cry to your son and say, son, you know what, I'm so happy, I'm so joyful. If you cry to your son and say, you know what, son, I'm just tired today, and your son says, daddy, I get it, and you both hug it out, and the next day your strength will be so much stronger, because the bond is different. To say to your son, you're not a weakling because you cry, you're strong because you cry.
See where you've gone. Peeps, big up everyone on the check-in. Big up every single one of you on the check-in. Yeah, Ronya, I get warm. Yeah, but here what? I rate the whole of that. See, but what it is that you've gone from a different angle. You see, when you say men should cry, it's just open. Right?
But you
and
didn't ask for clarity.
I know. We didn't clarify which part, what angle. Like men cry. What? Men cry? Men is not supposed to cry. In certain circumstances, we do cry, right? That's natural. When we have our first child, tears run out our eye like can't lie. You know what I'm saying? We go prison, the first night in jail, you just realize you're old. Everything. I was supposed to link that girl tomorrow. I was supposed to collect that money from that you. I was supposed to. So many supposed tos that tears will run out your frigging eyes, yeah? But that's only for one day. So my point. No, it is for one day.
No, if you lose a girl like me, you cry for a long time.
No, babe. It depends on the male. It depends on the male. No. It depends on the female.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the point.
It depends on the female,
yeah.
Right? And it depends on the male. The type of individual that male is. Look at me. Like me, for instance, right? Yeah. I consider myself to be a, you know what I mean? Jack the lad kind of, yeah? Got soft spots, don't get it twisted, because we're only human beings.
Yeah.
But you see, I'm a realistic guy. So if I know that I'm going away, I know that I can't be having you back and forth, because that's long.
Yeah, but can I say...
You're gonna ramp with me, I'm in their jail, I'm gonna like them something there, and you don't want Uncle Jimmy come round and forward and come discipline everything, because it's not going to be nice.
No, but also...
So, me Lego, listen, me nah cut you, but me Lego you. As them nah Lego me Lego you. And me just live my life and just accept everything mash up. When I come out, if me get a chance, then me get a chance.
No, but I get it and I respect it because I think it's about respecting people's points of views, but I don't agree with it. Because this is the thing, sometimes we don't know we're going away. Sometimes it could be a madness has happened and boom, you don't even get bail. If we're looking at the jail expectations. I remember when I was growing up, you know, I grew up in Brixton or whatever, and I remember some guys used to say, "Rah, Serena, no bail, straight jail." You get me? And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm expecting them to come around, you get me? We used to just have that little thing, you know, when the Abbey days, you get what I'm trying to say? They used to say, "Rah, if only you're on the 112 phone, you know, the big phones, them like, rah, see the no bail, straight jail," you know, like.
Facts.
And then, you know, I'm a little care girl, so I'm like to my social worker, you best bring me to Feltham, you know, because if you don't bring me to her, my mental health's not going to be right here, because I got to go see my boyfriend.
But you lot are just talking from, but there's women them in jail as well doing it's the same
exactly,
shit.
But what I'm saying is that there's sometimes you can't predict that you're going jail. Sometimes you go out there on the road and feel like you're going to make it this time. This is going to be the last one. This is the big one. This is what I'm going to do. And unfortunately, circumstances
What
can
about
happen.
for the poor men that have been to prison with a woman?
Yeah.
Like in a relationship with a woman, that woman's cheated on you while you're there.
Is it cheating there?
Huh?
Is it cheating? You're not there to meet the needs.
No, do you mean, man? You can't do that. You can't change words and think it's okay. It's the same thing.
Not
it's called.
necessarily.
It is.
It's not.
Child, I'm torn on, man. We're not listen to.
If me and you are together, okay, we're good friends, yeah?
Yes.
We've been friends for years and we've agreed, we've disagreed about things.
Always.
But the main thing is that there's always mad love.
Always.
Do you get me? No one can't diss you and I hear about that and vice versa. The love is real, okay?
Always.
However, there's no obligation. If you go and do something now, we were together and you go away to Her Majesty's pleasure for whatever time, doesn't mean I shouldn't be being pleasured while you've been pleasured. That's your business.
But have deal dot. We don't listen to me, man.
You have the real thing
have the ties. Have all the ties in the world.
No,
you have a tie box.
No,
Listen, people,
no.
you can believe this. What I'm hearing.
No, there's no.
What you're trying to tell me now? You're telling all my brothers sitting down in pen that all these women that's been coming to visit saying "I love you, babe," and all this stuff, right? They should be out there being pleasured by other people.
They could be. I'm not saying they should
No.
be.
Do not mince your words.
No,
please.
I'm saying that they could be. I'm not saying that there's some people that are very loyal to their partners in jail, and that's fine.
Well, this is what I'm saying. This is what prompts me to be the way I am. Like if I'm going there, that means everything dash way. As far as no, that's how it goes. Everything because I can't hurt myself. I mean, I gotta be playing Larry Large, and then as the door them lock behind me, chiching key them walk up the flipping landing, me that they are ball in a pillow. I talk about one girl where did supposed to love me, but now she gone with John, Tom or somebody else. I can't live that life. That's not me.
And that's why you should let go. I think when you do a long sentence, there's no point holding on.
I think any sentence is long.
I'll wait for a guy up until 6 months.
Boy, me, I tell you guys that is true. Yeah.
6 months and I'm out.
You're worse than Lambeth.
It's alright.
Alright, you're worse than Lambeth. Lambeth was like that. Lambeth is like, right, we hold your place for 6 months on remand. Any time after that, if you're sentenced to anything over a year, anything over 6 months, anything over 6 months,
you're gone.
Your house is gone.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's how you're moving. So you might as well just go from early, man. What are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? People can't mix me up in the Shengery, you know.
No, but do you know what? It's about being honest. And again, I don't represent all women. I'm just representing how I feel and how I see things. And I'm very open. If I had a partner that unfortunately went away, I think our relationship will be ended because I'm very active. Do you know what I mean? And I need to know that we're having a certain pillow talk in certain areas. Do you know what I mean? And if I'm not getting the pleasure from you, boy, I don't know.
Man them. No, man them.
Sticky.
No, all of man them. Listen, if there was ever a reason why we done this podcast today, I'm glad this little piece you drop out of it. You hear me? Because this is a gem that all the man them better cock your ears and ear cleanly. You know what I'm saying? Every man, listen, take off the what them call the matchstick, them were broken out your ears, pluck them out and listen very cleanly to what this young lady just said. Because most women ain't gonna tell you that. But they will do that. But they won't tell you. See, like me will tell you enough things and enough man now go tell you them things, yeah? But they will do it, yeah? But they're not gonna say it. She will tell you straight, listen, 6 months, and I'm out. I'm only coming to visit you, 6 months, that's 6 visits, bro. You might even get 12. You're lucky. You get me? One in the weekday, one in the weekend. That month. You get me? One in the weekday, one in the weekend. That month, you know?
Yeah.
One in the weekend, one in the weekday. That month. That's 3 month rub off. Look, she says that's too much already.
Do you know what? It's about being honest of where you are in your life. When I was younger and I used to date guys that unfortunately went away, then yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm going to stay with you, I'm going to be with you. But the reality is, you know, while there was a way, you still spoke to other people. I'm not saying you was intimate with other people, but you still have conversations with males. And I feel like guys don't have certain conversations with you unless they find you somewhat attractive. And it doesn't mean about beauty or looks or anything like that. It could be they find your hustle attractive, the way you're educated, the way you speak, the way you dress, the way you carry yourself.
Many
There's
things.
all form of attractions that happen. And because I'm a very successful young lady, you know, I don't have time to wait to be writing letters or receiving an email about, oh, babes, I love you and all that nonsense in jail, because that love cannot help me when I'm in need. So I'd rather just leave you and you leave me and my needs are met by someone that's on the road. It's just really that real. I don't really want to mix around and pretend or give you guys false hope. You know, like Patrick said, some women won't be honest and upfront about that, but that's reality. You know, your baby mum might end up with another baby.
No, realist J. I used to think that realist J until them burn up the whole of my little brown skin did black like my jumper. That me I tell you, me get burned like all sorts. Okay. So I learned quickly from the young ages of my late teens. You get me? Like, whoa, play with woman, you get burned, man. My auntie and my mother sit me down and say, listen, welcome to adulthood. You know what I mean? Welcome to adulthood. This is the shit that takes place. If you're not ready for it, stay out of it. But no, you ain't it because you have picnic and all them something there. God go with you.
This is it. And again, I just want to be clarified this. This is not all females, you know. This is not my mindset now. And I think you're okay to have your own kind of mindset. It's okay for you to have your purpose. It's okay to have your own standards.
Is it okay to say all of that and then say that's not my mindset now? Do you think you're smart enough? You know, you see all these people. No. You feel smart.
No, let me just make it clear. My mindset is I wouldn't even date a Christian guy. That's what I wanted to say. Okay. Any guy that's looking for a sentence now or looking at a time away in our age bracket, I'm not that's talking dead. To you. Like, move. Like, find a 20-year-old. I don't know. That doesn't impress me. Do you understand what I'm saying? That was my mindset when I used to date prison guys. That's my honest opinion. But now in my 40s, there's no way I would talk to a guy that's looking to go jail. Are you alright? They talk to you, me? Are you mad? You're buzzing.
You better keep that a secret, blood.
You better keep it a secret. We ain't doing that. There's no way. Like, jail, hello? Are you okay? I'm a consultant out here. I ain't got time to be consulting you in jail. Like, and that's the realist. If you are in your late 30s on a serious note and you still feel like crime is the answer, when there's so much opportunities to open up your own business, there's so much opportunities to par with people and partner up and collaborate, you know, and in whatever field you feel comfortable in as well. So for you to come to me and talk about jail and all them stuff like that, listen, block and delete straight. You ain't even get what you say. Start somewhere else.
Yeah.
Honestly, because it's about making money now. It's our time to shine. And when I say our time, I'm just talking about our category, our age group, not about colour, not about gender.
That's right.
You know, I opened up one of my businesses in April and it's been so successful. And it's because I was able to go out there and do what I need to do. Like I said, I don't eat chicken wings, I eat lobster. So if I want to have a lobster lifestyle, I can't just put that on the guy. I need to make sure I can maintain that lifestyle with or without a man.
That's
so in my singlehood, I opened up my stuff. And as now, I'm at a stage that I can start dating because I know where my standards are, because I know what I bring to the table. I have no problem taking a guy out for a meal. I have no problem in saying to a guy, let's go on holiday. I have no problem in paying for my partner to go away with me. I have no problem once I meet this partner. Do you know what I mean? I have no issues with these things, you know?
Once I meet this partner.
Once I meet him, you know?
Yo, listen, all of my friend them saying this woman here is looking for her husband. Yeah, she have whole heap of things pan offer, but just know some one half. Seeing?
He's all said me, he's on offer too, ladies. So
I'm not on offer.
He's on offer.
I'm not
Do
on
you know
offer.
Why?
Me cost money.
Do you know what? And he might come with a price, you know, but are you willing to pay that price? Everyone comes with a price. Let's not be fooled.
Listen to me.
Everyone
In order for a woman to marry me,
Yeah.
seeing, remember this, you know, I is like the ancient monarchy, you know. So you can't go around me, you know. All right. My mother says she want 2 goat, 3 cow, and a house.
See, to marry me now, again, because of the time, I can't really get into what my requirements are. But I have big and huge requirements, do you know what I mean? Because it's about pleasuring all the time around. I don't want to cheat. You know, I'm not known to be a cheater, so...
Please, I genuinely don't even know where this is going, yeah?
So...
I thought we was, I don't know, we're talking about marriage and goats and stuff.
This is the whole point of Pillow Talk as well, going back to the event. It's about talking about everything. There's nothing off limits. You know what I mean? Pillow Talk is not just about intimacy, because when you look at things, and even though we're having a joke about marriage is a very serious thing. It's something that I believe in strongly. I want to get married.
Listen to me. You see, marriage is so serious.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
For me,
Let me tell you something as a woman and me as a man. I tell you something.
Yeah.
See? You see, if marriage was so serious, there would never be a thing called divorce. Remember me tell you, you pick that person, you live with that person, you go dead with that person. You have to, listen, too much choice. You see, let me tell you how this thing did start. There was Julie, there was Juliet, there was Michelle, there was Jennifer, and there was Pam. See? You see the 5 women them, all of them married, you know. Yeah? Them all in a decent relationship, everybody's looking all right, just living them life. No, everybody was all right until all 5 of them women link up. You see when them link up now and start talk about them one another husband, seeing, and then them start link up as a team of people, like, you know, the pair of them, so 10 people link up, man and woman, right? Then you have, when you link up like that, you know, you have the favoritism, like, two out of the crew are going to know, say, all right, we are the 2 we can talk and reason. Them 2 start talk about everybody else's business, saying, and realize, say, right, you know, say, Pam, get divorced. I want him, sir. Yeah, man, she had divorce him, I take away everything we have. Then she start looking at where she have. I said, but hold on. But if Leroy now deal with me good, then you never know, say me have all of this too. And then it just carries on a chain domino effect of you find out the information in the wrong way, and it's used in that same malicious way.
And that's true, but I also, with the contradiction, because I agree with everything you're saying, and on a serious note, but this is what it is in life, yeah? When people put everything in one category, it all goes wrong. So there is many marriages that have not gone right and they're headed for divorce. But there is many black women, and I just talk about that because I'm a black woman, so I speak about from that split, that are doing great stuff. There's also many narcissist women that are black and look similar to myself. So just because we are in the same thing or doing the same thing doesn't mean the outcomes are going to be the same. So that's why I feel like you purposely have to date for purpose.
That's
right.
On
my first date with any guy, I'm asking you, do you believe in marriage? What's your credit like?
All right, so me and the man, you go ask. Go on.
I say hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Me all right.
What's your name?
My name Patrick.
Patrick what?
Just Patrick.
Have you been married before?
Many times.
Have you been CRB'd?
Many times.
Have you been to prison?
Many times.
What for?
Many crimes.
Like?
Too much question.
This is what I'm saying. Then we've ended our date because to me it can't be too many questions.
No. But we don't even get to the starter of the food or the meal or the drink.
You don't even get water before these questions.
Listen to me, man. All right, cool.
We're not doing that. We're not even going on the date until we have this conversation.
So crimes are crimes that I can still get all types of jobs. There's no job restricting me from my crime. That's all you need to know. I've not done one.
And that's the answer that I would be looking for, because you know there is crimes.
Of course,
I'm
never
not
done
sitting here and not saying I haven't got a criminal record. No, I'm not a judgmental person because I've got a criminal record. So I need to own my stuff. However, it's not at a point where you have to worry about it.
That's right.
That's the difference.
That's the point. That's the point.
My thing is, what's your credibility like? Because if you're in debt, let's sort that out first. Let's not try and pretend we're not in a situation, because we can be in a bad situation. But let's work together. That's what we believe that we are supposed to be, purposefully. But there's no point you want to go to the
can't just meet a man and tell him about you want to fix him debt. What kind of
I want to know if you're in debt.
Listen, man, the date mash up, man. The date mash up, man. Then we're not going The date mash up, man.
See, you're being a
the date, the date hold on, man.
No, wait a
the date
second.
mash up.
Let me explain to you.
People, the date mash up.
Patrick, we haven't even gone.
A black man you talk to, you know. Real, authentic, dry foot man. You come tell him about debt we have, and we can fix this. Listen.
Yeah.
Embarrassment. Listen, embarrassment, we not like them something there.
Well,
you
it's not
listen to me.
Though.
Listen to me.
It's embarrassment if your card
I'm
declines.
speaking for my brothers. Them can stand up and be counted. They know what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry for you.
Any woman, listen to me. Any man with a panda life here right now, you're gone pan a, listen, you're gone pan a date. Let's put this into perspective. We're gone pan a date with a beautiful young lady. You like her, you're not even trying to impress her or outpress her, but you just have got to try to press her. Because that is what most men are trying to do. Don't try to go around it.
I'm not going around it.
So, this woman starts to throw the 20 questions at you, all right?
Yeah.
And you go and box with the question, them and what? All right, what? Never expect that one. Yeah, go box with them. Then she reached the part where she said, well, on. So how much debt are you in? Because trust me, we can fix this together. I'm telling you now. Roadman, ghetto youth, dry foot, diamond socks, cut off foot pants. We don't want to hear them something that did. This day is over. Where's the camera? As far as we can, where's the cameras? Someone's trying to set me up.
No, because see, this is what I said, our mentality. Now, let me get
How can you blame us? How can you blame us?
No, I'm not blaming you, but I'm saying we need to change
Look
our
at the
mindset.
jumper. No, hold on. Look at the jumper when me are we. Look, people, look on the jumper when me are we. The woman come tell me about that.
Yeah.
And we can fix things.
Yeah.
After me just step in, bossy with me thing them and tell you, say me, hood rich.
But listen, you can be hood rich. But listen to what you said now on a serious note.
This is
your ultimate thing on the day is to press. And that's okay.
No.
Yeah?
I broke it down.
But
We're not here to impress or outpress.
But you're here to
but
press.
Overall, we're trying to press, right?
Exactly.
All right. So,
so cool.
if a man take you on a date, you think he might take you on a date for the date's sake of a date?
Okay, so listen, you see when you're looking to press somebody like me, you understand what I'm trying to say? I need to know your electric, gas and the council tax are always in order. But baby boy, I'm not sleeping in the house and the electric's going beep, 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 and you ain't paid your council tax or the bailies are knocking.
You know, can I tell you a reality? Can I tell you a reality? Can I tell you a reality? No, can I tell you a reality?
Yeah.
No, take your arm off of that something there. I press out the whole of it something. And people, sorry, I might mistake. Me forget to turn down something over that side. But let me tell you something. You nearly make me forget when we did want to talk, you know. Yeah, man, me nah lie. Yo, you box me over here, you know. People, she box me. Yo, me want to see all them. Listen, let me explain something. You could have money like dirt. Yeah, you see, if you have an electric key, there will be a day that might beep. All right? If you have a gas key, there will be a day where that might beep. I tell you why. Because you could have money like dirt, you don't have time like dirt. And most of it doesn't matter. Most of we busy and we have different things I do. So it can easily be that a man have a money still, but him still have him thing a beep. And why did you have to be here when it be? Listen, me can tell you a thing. Me have a change in my little small box. Seen? All right. So I have a small change in my little electric box.
Yeah.
Seen? And one time I do a live, you know, and I play music for about 6 hours, and me nah lie, as God, blue sky, concrete, and a pizza grass on the ground, you can kill me. Seen? If I lie, me I tell. Me say, something tell me fi end the live. Yeah. My people, the place light up like a Christmas tree in here, me nah lie. Nothing I run by no battery. Everything plug in and I work, all right? As me end the live, because me say me want to go to the toilet and me want to find some food and me did hungry and about 5 hours what I juggling me did do. As me press on the live, I see him so, me electric just shut off and me I say, but look on that. If that was 5 more seconds after, everybody would have seen a hot embarrassment. No, people care zero. If you have electric emergency or if you have money if you go top up. The whole embarrassment is that it lock off in the first place.
Okay, let me tell you something, and I agree with you. We can get into situations, well, not me, but people can get into situations where the electric gas and they don't have the time to do all of them things, and I understand and I overstand it, and great, whatever. That's fine. But if you know you're going on a date with a fine young lady or fine young man, so we can put it in any category, and that woman's waxed up and done all the most things, and you've done all yourself and shaved up, gone to the barber, yeah, we'll get the date with whatever you've done and all that through the day, yeah? And you know that you're ready, you've got your wallets and you smell good, you look good, your car's clean and you're ready, and she's come down in a little skirt and whatever the situation may be, yeah? You've got to check, needs to be a checklist before you go, because even if you don't want to tell me your credit, you've got to not make it look away, because that's embarrassing if your electric goes. So you should be checking.
Me never plan for bring you back on my yard. I want to that woman, me never plan for that. Hold on. You see where me I try to talk. People, you see the mix up now? You see where the mix up start? No, hold on.
Where are you pressing?
At your house.
Are you mad with my children? Are you right?
Me don't know that part there. We didn't. Did we hear that part? People, did we hear that part of any children?
And even if so, Patrick, with no children.
Did we hear that? Like you think you're smart, you know? This
no,
about.
I feel like even women, yeah, who haven't got children, honestly, you don't know the person, and even males, you don't know the woman. So you see, house talk on the first date shouldn't be happening.
Right. So why you are worried about my electric?
No, I know we bought the electric because I wanted to know about your debt, and you said.
But why you want to know about my debt?
Because I need to know if you can afford that
but
hotel.
But why you need to know? People, please, somebody.
I would take it on board. It's alright. I've got enough to feed both of us.
Listen to me, man.
It's okay.
I have bully beef in the cupboard.
I have
pocket rice. I don't care.
No,
I don't care.
But what
it's not about what you like.
No, it is.
Listen to me.
You're dating someone,
listen to me. I have two. Listen to me, good. I have two kittens down there, right? And we're going to get to the comment section in a while. No, don't worry about that. You can go and go through them.
Okay,
see? I have two kittens down there, right? And yeah, man, take it and go and read some, because you're going to respond to them in a minute. We have two kittens downstairs, and those kittens eat what I eat. You think them kittens, they can look at me after them looking at the bowl and tell me, say, Mr. Man, them have to eat that. And if that still stay there, then that don't update until them finish that. I saw that God, so I don't know about, where come tell me about, nyam bully beef.
No, I eat bully beef.
Oh, guys, no, you eat bully beef.
No, I eat bully beef, but I also eat lobster, do you know what I mean? Like, it's my standard. Guys, sorry if you've missed any comments. You can add me on Facebook, yeah? So it's
give them your socials. Why are you waiting to give them the socials?
I'm giving it to them. Purpose calling Serena Richards. I know someone's called you Rini, so you obviously know from back in the days.
Come on.
Hopefully it's a good memory. If not, I'm sorry. So add me on social media, purpose_calling. That's my Instagram, and Facebook, purpose calling, Serena Richards. Yeah, guys that are adding me, make sure you're single, because I don't like baby mother drama.
Wow.
Yeah? And I know when your baby mother sees me, she's going to cause a bit of drama.
This is not talk about the people.
Might need to check baby father's credit. 100%. Listen, Joe, you can't just have children with anybody.
Hold on, is that Joni?
You need to check your baby father. You need to check that.
Joni, you're cold, you know.
Yeah. Honestly, guys, check your baby. Like, this is the problem on a serious note, though, Patrick. We will get back to the comments as well. You see, the thing about us as people, as humans, sometimes we are hurt. I've been hurt. I've been broken before. I've been open and honest about it. Yeah.
That's right.
And in my brokenness, I created a child. So what happened is me and this person were two broken people, and we created a broken child. Now, some people don't want to hear the truth about this when it comes to your own personal issues. And I had issues at the time. Do you understand? So what that happened, the two broken spirits came together, and we created life. And that life didn't, at that point, have a good start in life, because it was into brokenness. It was more of, we were searching and searching for something, and then we created this baby that's now searching and searching for something as well. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you are intimate with somebody and you decide to sleep with them unprotectedly, you're openly saying, this is potentially going to be my child's father or my child's mother, because that's what happens when you're intimate and he ejaculates inside you, and you forget to take the morning after pill, or you're not on any form of protection.
Most of them don't care about no after morning, cost too much. Them say, listen. I don't care about no after morning pill. I'm doing it all by myself. I don't need you. That is the attitude, and that is the problem.
I love you, sis, too. Hey, you're on here, yeah.
Come on.
Add me on my Facebook, Purpose Calling, Serena Richards, and we can talk more afterwards. Much love. But yeah, going back to it, so what happens is then we have a village of hurt children, and then we wonder why the crime has gone up. We wonder why these postcode wars are happening. But actually, we need to look at the root of where these children are coming from. Now, it's easy to blame society. It's easy to say we're picking up habits from America. And I'm not saying these things don't play a part to it, but we as the parents play a part too, because as spiritually you're entangling with a demonic spirit and creating a child from that, you need to take responsibility of that. What kind of human have you created, and how are you going to recreate, rebuild and readjust that child? And it's really important that we have these conversations open, and that's what my platform's about. Now, as a young mother, I will say ultimately I created a child through her. I created a child through pain. I created a child for brokenness. So when my child went a bit off the rails, when my child started getting excluded from this school and that school, I had to look inside me. What did I do wrong? How can I fix this? You understand what I'm trying to say? And the only way I could fix this was fixing myself, and then myself would then go on to my child. Because once I started loving myself, started knowing my self-worth, started knowing my purpose and stuff, my outset, my outcome, my outlook of life was different.
Your
so
self-discipline was different.
You understand?
And your son could see that.
Right. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So now I've got 3 beautiful big adults, children, do you understand? That are all successful, but it didn't happen overnight.
It never does.
It doesn't happen overnight. You need to own your painful situation. Own that actually I only slept with you because you was a bit popular. I only slept with you because I was lonely that night. Let's be honest. Let's have honest conversations. Some people you didn't even want a relationship. Some girls are like that as well.
Whoa.
Some girls have high sex drives. I don't even want to be with you, B, but what you got between you, that's what I'm feeling. I'm not even feeling you.
It is what it is sometimes.
But
no one wants to hear the truth.
They don't.
No
and
one wants to hear the freaking truth.
Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not just men using women.
You can't move forward without hearing the truth.
You can't
move forward. And sometimes you can't move forward without stopping. Sometimes we're already derailing ourselves, you know. And the only way to get a hold of your stuff is to pause for a minute and look back and see where you're coming from again. Like, really, where did I go wrong? Because, Olin, if I'm driving my car and I'm trying to get to somewhere and, you know, I've just ended up lost somewhere, I'm going to have to look back to I'm trying to find back that road where I was on track. That was like 3 roads away. Like, how can I get back to that 3 roads? And you're not using sat-nav, we're just using our memory, innit? So you got to go back to the road that you can then get back on your track.
That's it. And take accountability for your behaviour.
Of course.
You know, because it's important. You know, females, we like to say, oh, he's a narcissist, he's a bad father, he's this, he's that. I never ever celebrate Father's Day. And it's unpopular to most women, but for me, I'm not a father. When I look between my legs, I don't see anything that pertains to man, so I'm not a father. I'm the mother to my children, and that's it. Whether I chose the wrong or the right baby father or the father to my children, that is his role, that is his title, that is his day. Whether we want to acknowledge that or not, I really dislike posts when it says Happy Father's Day to the real mums. Like, are we getting gender confused now? Because that's causing confusion in the house. Does your child now say, good morning, mummy and daddy? Like, that's confusion. That's mental health. That's something that we need to look upon. You understand what I'm trying to say? You are the mother. Stay in your role. Stay in your lane. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because even when the mums stop the fathers from seeing the child, when the child grows up, you know, the child is going to be like, oh my God, why did you do that? And I speak from a passionate place with this subject because I remember 2019, my baby father passed away through cancer. And if I had a toxic relationship with him, you understand what I'm trying to say? My child would always never have that conversation to say, why didn't she never make me see my dad? You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, do you know what I mean? I always allowed my children to see their fathers. It's important, do you know what I mean? That we play our roles and we play our roles well.
It's funny that you touch on that, you know, because I've got a child that I don't get to see this young boy because of his mum that plays that same card. And I mean, even the last time I tried to contact her to like, yo, I want to see my son, you know. I got this yardie man phoning my phone back, yo, I'm in a line, I'm in a... Do you know what I'm going to do? Leave you right there, sucker. I know my meds is so different. Let you just, because you see when your children bond with you already, right? You see when a parent wants to play the trump card with that child, like he's dangling the carrot. Either you go and play that card with them, or you go and just let them play it with themselves. Me, I've done this already so many years before, so I'm not really willing to go in wholeheartedly and do that all over again. What I will do, because what I've learned from the first time round is that when a woman holds a child away from his father, especially a boy child, that child will grow up and hate you and have questions, maybe not hate you, but resent you and have questions for you as to why. If this man here has always wanted to see me, why have you stopped him from seeing? Why have you stopped me from being there? These are harsh questions that it's going to be down the line. A lot of females are going to have to answer that. And you got males that are in the same position that's going to have to answer that also. It's never a good scenario, to be honest.
It's not, and you know what? And that's why our next topic for Pillow Talk is called co-parenting, because we want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you guys. You know what I mean? I'm creating a platform, just putting the date out there, so make sure you guys come along the 14th of August, 2022. It's a Sunday, 2 to 6. We're doing it in Streatham. We're just waiting for the graphic designers to get the flyers ready for us. We're going to have a panel of people from all different angles of life, looking at co-parenting from all different aspects and learning and growing together. And that's what my platform's about. It's not about, oh, I'm right, I know all the answers, or I represent all the black Rasta ladies, or no, it's nothing to do with that. It's about actually having different people come on in different ways, and it's very creative. Yeah, I speak boastfully about it, but come along. Do you know what I mean? It's only £5 to come in as well. It's not going to kill your pocket. Do you know what I mean? And even if you ain't got the £5, still come along, because I don't want to make no one not come just because they're still eating chicken wings. Do you know what I mean? I don't care. You're
too funny and it's frigging chicken wings. Let's go with the chicken wings.
No, but I want to make it clear to people, I don't want finances to stop anyone from getting knowledge.
That's right.
We should never put a price on knowledge, do you understand? Because none of us know too much. And if you know too much, you might as well be dead. If you're not willing to be teachable, you're not willing to learn and understand your position as a parent, then there's no point of you being here and being around, do you know what I mean? I know a little bit, but I don't co-parent because my father's passed away, the one that I was with, the other one's in Jamaica. So I'm going to learn from you guys. So we all have to come together and collaborate together and be together. And then the next one you might say to me, do you know what, Serena? The next topic I want to talk about marriage outside the race or whatever. And then that's how Pillow Talk builds. We start hearing what you, in your pillow, what you're going to bed with, what's the next hot topic, and then the next topic comes to birth. And that's how we've been doing it. Do you know what I mean? There is no hidden agenda. There's no this. I talk about everything and anything. Do you know what I mean? I'm very open to conversations. I'm open to learning. I'm open to diversity. Do you know what I mean? I know the first one, like I said, what I did with the church, people were shocked because like my lingerie was proper lingerie and I've got a sexy body. So people was like, what? I feel like I'm going to sin here, but we all fall short of the glory. So everyone sins in their own way, right? That's true. I'm not here to disrespect the church, but I am here to say church without walls. Do you understand? Yeah. The people that are really going to heaven, is my belief, yeah, is the people that are in the prison, the people that are on the streets, the people that are really giving their 10% to truly who really need their 10%. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? We can't do the same wishy-washy thing and expect to get new results. These kids are not like us. They didn't have a venture playground. They didn't know about kiss chase. They're not doing that. People are chasing people and taking lives. You understand what I'm trying to say? When we used to knock the door, we used to be running around. When people are knocking the door, they're knocking to kill you off.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm trying to say? Right. It's a different generation, so we need to be speaking up about certain things now. You know what I mean? There's no point just going on social media having a rant about it. What are we going to do to make change? And I just want to put this out there for my business as well. The purpose of this is that we're creating safe houses for men. So men don't need to now, if they fall out with their baby mothers, whoever they live with, their wives, they don't need to go to another woman's house. They come to this safe house, they stay there, they get counselling, they get spoken to, people help them. So that's what we're about, do you know what I mean? So Pillow Talk is open, man. Stop crying in your pillow. Come talk to me. Come talk to Auntie Serena. Let me see if I can help you. Obsession
is dangerous. Some women go to levels to spite men, and the child suffers. Who is that? Natasha. Who is that? Maddox Angel or Natasha? Let me figure it out. Try to figure it out. Well, it's not trying to let me figure it out. Idiot thing. I think that's either Natasha or Maddox Angel, but big up yourselves. Manners and respect, it's very true. Trust me, I find it strange when a woman tunnel visions on a man like they can't. What am I saying? I'm only seeing half of these messages, you know? What's going on there?
Because people are replying to them.
I'm replying to them, yeah. Where's the original then? Where the original gone? A lot of females stop their fathers from seeing their children. Regardless the situation, females need to co-parent with their child's father. It takes two to raise a child. It definitely takes two to bring the child into the world, and it definitely takes a village and a community to raise that child. Definitely. For sure. The child eventually grows and realizes the truth, and that's the hurtful thing, you know, because by then, you know, when the child grows up and understands what the situation is and who's been the the manipulative person in, you know what I mean? The person that's been pulling all the strings. It's like you're forcing the children to pick a side. Children should never have to pick one or the other. They should always have both. Any disposal. Do you understand what I'm saying? It should never have to pick daddy over mummy or favoritism mummy over daddy. Don't know where this culture's been birthed or come from or dropped out of the sky, I don't know, but it's not the way forward. It ain't the way forward. What are you saying over that side of Serena?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I absolutely agree with it. And thank you guys for the comments. And we are trying to get through them as much as we can. But it's clearly a topic. Co-parenting seems to be what you guys are commenting on a lot. And again, we all co-parent differently. And there's reasons behind sometimes where a father or a mother cannot see their child for a season, though. I believe everything's seasonal because everything that is broken can be fixed. Everything. There's nothing that's been broken that cannot be fixed. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Whether we want to accept the way it's being fixed, that's a different story. If, you know, as a young person myself, I've had to accept certain things to be fixed, not the way that I like it, but it's being fixed and that's just the way it has to go. And if you truly look into yourself as a parent or as a mother or as a father, you still need to learn as you grow because every child is different. You can have 3-4 different children that all of their characteristics are going to be different. And if you stop the father from seeing them and the father looks like the child or, you know, or they start doing things and remind you of your dad and then you start saying things, oh, you're just like your father, you're just like your this, that's what your dad would do. True. You know, mentally you're damaging that child because you're saying they're just like a person that you're not letting them see. And then do you really want to see me if I'm reminding you of the person that you're stopping me from seeing? It doesn't even make sense of the things that we do sometimes, do you know what I mean? We need to always get a reality check of how we are saying and what words we are speaking over and to our children about the other parent, whether it's the mother or the father. I think it's a really important topic to speak about and get clarification about it and grow. And we're all going to learn. Do you know what I mean? No one's perfect.
It's definitely, I agree with you, Serena, but I definitely would add that it's never a healthy situation to speak bad of either side of the parents. No. Like dad speak bad of the mum around the child, mum speak bad of the dad around the child. Neither of that. Nah, it's not.
And
it's
even
not
worse, you know, Patrick, like, I remember when I used to date, I'm single, guys, yeah, so add me up, no, I'm joking. But anyway.
What is wrong with that, huh? Oh, what happened to that one, yeah, you mean? People, please. Add her up, please, all of you lot, man. Please. And press the share button, please.
Definitely, but no, on a serious note, I used to date a guy who had a child.
Yeah.
And because I was now the new woman, the woman used to act up the mother. Do you know what I mean? I'm never trying to be the mother of the child. But what I am going to do is treat your child like I treat my children. So if there's one biscuit and there's 5 kids, no one's getting unless I can break it into 5.
That's
if
right.
I'm telling everyone go to bed, your child's going to bed. If everyone's getting told off, your child's getting told off. Right. If everyone's getting disciplined, your child's getting disciplined. There's going to be no favoritism. There's going to be no difference. And I feel like some women are so bitter. You don't even want the baby father, but the minute he's moved on and he's got somebody that does want him and does want to love him and nurture him and teach him and love him as the king that he is born to be, all of a sudden now you've got these issues, you little waste girl Freddie, you're this, you're that. And I think, what's the waste about it? What it is that I'm his equal yoke, and that's okay. You was yoked with him, but I'm equally yoked with him, and now we're doing things, and equally your children need to be involved.
That's right.
It's as simple as that. And
you see when you're grown, you see when you're grown and mature. Like, I mean, I've been in them scenarios where, you know, like I'm the one doing this Jeremy, Kyle and Graham and aftercare team, like for ex-partners and shit, like baby mothers and stuff. Like I've been that kind of guy. Like you got to be mature to get to them stages there of reasoning and understanding that, you know what, this is actually not even that deep.
It's not that deep.
It's actually not that deep.
I'd rather know that I'm dropping my children off to a woman that cares and loves and is going to show the same affection that they're showing their children. I'd rather that. And it frees me up to go do what I need to do.
I'll tell you what though, honestly though, when I was coming up with my first child, I would never have women around my child. I wouldn't have women around my child still because I always grew with that same perception that I didn't want an ex-man around my child anyway. So I wouldn't bring an ex-woman equally around him when it was daddy and son's time. I was definitely just daddy and son. I wouldn't even go raving or I wouldn't be doing nothing else, linking friends, nothing. I was just at home with my son or out doing what we're doing. So I feel like that was because at the time we was as men, as young men that was going through a first time experience because it's our first children, isn't it? It's not like we've had 10 or 5 or 3, you know what I mean? So it's our first experience. Going through that, we're thinking to ourselves, like it's not really negative, but we're very overprotective, and we're what's the right word for it? But what's the right word that I want to use? You know, not even vulnerable, but you see.
You don't have to put yourself in a vulnerable situation either.
No, but somewhat it is vulnerability, because you hear what it is. You've already put your whole emotion as a man into this woman. This woman's already just pushed out your child. Like that's your first experience of that. That's mad. So when you break up with that female there that you've been loyal to and all the rest of the jazz, you don't want to see a next man around that. If that's happening, that better be happening in secrecy, somewhere up in Box Hill where I don't drive or travel or walk. You understand what I'm saying? When it comes to my child, I don't want to see a next man there, and for that, hey, what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna keep no woman around me when I've got my son. So let me hear that there's you know what I mean? You will hear stuff back as well, innit?
That was your mentality. It's not now, right?
No, but I'm saying when you grow out, you gotta grow out of it. You gotta come from it, though, right?
Okay,
You gotta start there, innit? You gotta
Yeah.
start there because it's your first experience. So it's not like you're professional in the field. You're not. You're a novice.
Yeah.
What?
Absolutely.
What? Man round my what? Oh, brock. You can imagine the amount of things that we would say that are my generation at those times. You know what I mean? So so I understood when women was saying at the time, "Raw, I don't want no gal around my you," whatever else. I understood it from that point, like I just explained from a male point, from what I said, my point, right?
Yeah.
I would understand it as a woman looking at it from that point. If you're saying you don't want a woman around my youth, it's because, you know, maybe the child's a bit young, and really I can do the job that I'm supposed to do because I was doing it when I was with you. I don't need a woman to come in, no disrespect, but I shouldn't need a woman to come in and now help me to do what I've naturally been doing. So from that angle there, I would actually understand what a woman's saying when she says, "Oh, I don't want a next man around my youth or next gal around my youth." I mean, that kind of scenario. But that's ignorance. You understand? Women aren't going to be around your children. People do know people. You know what I mean? You got close friends, you got close family members, etc. You're going to have people passing through, innit?
This is it.
But you see, you got a different set of man them that will, you know, every gal that they get, they use that woman to be like a babysitter for that child.
Yeah.
So then you got to look for those women that have to go through that kind of an experience will really stand firm by when they're saying, "Right, I don't want you to put no woman around my youth." Yeah, because maybe they've had the experience of what you're doing when you do have the child around you, any random person. Different if you're in a relationship with somebody and that person checks for you and they equally check for your children. That we can argue that point all the way till the cows come home. But when it's regular, basically strangers, because they're new people each time, and you're bringing these children around your child, or you're bringing these women around your child, that mother can look and say, "Actually, you're taking a mick, mate." Women do have a point in that area. Like for a man, to look at the mother of his child and say, "All right, she can't have an ex-man." That's stupid, because back then when we were young, that's how we used to think. What? My baby mother can't have no next man. Are you stupid? That's mad. So she's not allowed to move on then.
Yeah.
In many of our ghetto-minded cases, women that have children for certain types of men are not allowed to move on when they have broken up with that person. All right. So she's not allowed to move on, but you're moving on. Do you understand what I'm saying? And sometimes it's a vice versa thing as well, where the man's more into the woman don't care about the man. She broke up from him and she's moving on though. She don't care what you're saying. And when you're coming with your bad man talk, she's telling you, say, her bad man is the police. Yeah? The domestic team.
Yeah.
So it goes around in that type of cycle and circle. There's nothing good to come from that. I say, only when I started to realize that, hold on, I have no feelings for these people. I have no emotion for these people. Like I saw sense then. But you see, when you're emotionally driven by how you felt for that person, and the fact that that's who you first had your experience with, it changes the narrative of how you're going to look at it. Do you understand? Or overstand, should I say. But when the more you mature with time, and the emotions leave you because the more you're not with that person, you're getting on with your life. The more you're getting on with your life, you woke up one day, realised that I don't feel fuck all, sorry to swear, don't feel anything for that person. Now, you don't care what that person does. Now, you don't care who that person's with. It's different.
Yeah, I think you have great points. However,
Get to the point. I know you're going to get to the point.
There's a few things that I would agree to disagree with.
Go ahead.
So I feel like the first point that you said, like, I get it when we were younger, like I had a child very young, you know, it's a bit that ignorant side of us, like, nah, you can't be around your child, I get that. You know, as I matured and as I got more children, I understood that the value of actually co-parenting in a healthy, mature way. Like for me now at this age, once I start dating again, and probably the guy will have children, I really want to build a relationship with the child's mother. I think that's important that I have a separate relationship with the child's mother, because when I marry him, I want her to be at the wedding. I want her to be comfortable enough to come to my household, comfortable when I come to the child's, parents' meeting or graduation or whatever the child's age may be. She needs to be in that comfortable position that I might be attending to that.
So let me explain something to you, because that's in hindsight, and that's all.
Big up hindsight is in reality for me.
All right,
and I haven't finished my points.
Go on and finish.
Okay.
Sorry.
Secondly, I feel like when you touched upon the point where it was about the baby father having different women like coming in their lives, in and out their lives. Now, this is the harsh reality, and some women might not want to own this, but it's just the reality of it. Sometimes we know the kind of dog that we're lying down with, and I'm not being disrespectful to any king out there. Do you understand? Sometimes we know the characteristics of the person. Not all the time, but I'm saying let's listen to the other side of it. Sometimes we meet a man and we already know how he is, but we've decided to go through with him anyway. We know that he goes to Sally, Jane, and Jessica's house. We know that he likes to fling his ting head in everywhere. We know that he has no parental responsibility mindset. We know we've watched his other children before. We know Sally. We've been in the group, the BBM days.
But still have picnic for him.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Still have picnic for him.
That's my point. So my thing is not always blaming the guy because you knew what you was getting yourself involved in. You understand? Because it's easy to say the male, but sometimes as females we have to take responsibility of who we are connecting with and who we are making a connection with and who are we creating life with. That's just the openness and the reality and the realness of it. You understand what I'm saying? But we have to get to a point in ourselves now. If we're creating life now, we are more mature, we are more skilled up, we have more resources, we have more tools, we have more people that we can speak to, we have more platforms, we have more people that we can say, okay, I'm going through this situation. There's ways of doing CRP checks on men. I'll be honest with you, any guy that I'm dating, I'm doing a full check on him before I date him. And it's not because about children's baby mothers or nothing like that. Even fun and jokes, not even about his finances, but I need to know what kind of man I'm bringing around my child. I need to know what kind of child I'm going around.
Big up everywhere Rose, no matter what I go on. Because you know what I tell you, there's not enough man them that support the females them's platforms that are actually rooting for the females them that's gone through a hell of a lot of stuff.
100%.
And the real man them that should be stepping up and saying or speaking on behalf of the woman them are obviously not men, innit? They're not the real man them, innit? So it's just showing you, like doing the social research, that we've got the men that you thought was out there, we've got less of. It's not even the numbers that you think. You know, the numbers you think, they don't exist. It's way below those numbers, bruv. Believe you me.
That's true. I think people are commenting in the comments on this.
Well, I go on for the comments then. Let me go in the comment section for a second. Sorry, people, man. I don't want nobody feel like me forget nobody, you know. Yeah, Maddox Angel said pedos. Yeah, you gotta keep your eye out. Yeah,
100%.
Yeah. Remember my friend Jeanette died over this topic. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Lil, big up yourself. Divine, big up yourself. Kerry Ann, big up yourself. Rihanna, big up yourself. Bianca, big up yourself. Joni, big up yourself. Pine check-in. You know the choppings already, man. Robert Bob, my brother, you know.
Is there a brother on there?
Big up yourself, Robert, my family, and big up mommy, you know. You know the thing already. It's be a love, you know. Who else me never? Just his couple name. I just want to heal back some people, cause usually I big up everyone, but you know the topic's just been floating, so. Nicole Refix, big up Nicole Refix. You was on the live the other day and I didn't tell you. I only saw it on the playback. Don't know why I'm not seeing half of these comments sometimes, so I apologise. You know what I mean? If you thought I saw your comment and I didn't hail you or nothing. Nah, some of these comments are not coming through. You get me? Nearly Red Hot, big up my Red Hot family. Manners and Respect Plus, Nuff Tax, Bad Sound, Brixton Sound.
I remember Red Hot sounds.
What, we grow up on that. Bad Boy sound from my little old days and that. What? Oh, Red Hot was busting up most of the dance them time there. All right. Sasha Pie check-in. Big up Sasha. Oh, that. Robert Blake. Big up yourself, Robert Blake, my brother. Beer love, you know. Come on, family. You know the thing already. Big up everyone on the check-in. He was saying something now. It wasn't just a check-in. Someone was saying something. Let me see what I missed. I missed something. All right. So Kerry-Ann said you shouldn't be bringing anyone around your children until you know the relationship is secure. So therefore, your children ain't meeting multiple parent partners. So therefore, your children are not meeting multiple partners as that isn't healthy. No, Kerry-Ann, that's real facts. But this is what I'm talking about. Some people will just, they utilize some of these scenarios. You know what I mean? Where babysitter, yeah, I need to do this. Let me just go up the road and what? I don't even know gal I just meet with none of my pitney them. You must be mad. Yes, sometimes the child ends up seeing so many different partners. It's true. These are facts, man. Facts. But what about when you're at your man's house and the BM just turn up unannounced on the regular to create issues? Yes, all them thing there. You see all of them thing there now. This is why I burn a fire upon some of them thing, you know. I burn a real fire, you know. Cause all them thing they reach me, you know. Them thing they reach me. Let me explain something to you. You got baby fathers out there that won't take care of none of the children unless he's securing the tuntun with the mama. And unless him a get tuntun from the mama, him not care about the picnic them. Well, let me make you know this. There is women out there that is exactly the same as those men. That if you are not laying down with them as the baby father, them now make you see the picnic. And that's how me got through. Oh.
Do you know what though, yeah? And this is just honest and open. Like, I remember like my first baby father, and I know, yeah, what I was getting. It was fantastic. So it's kind of like, if I'm honest, it was like I didn't want anybody else to experience that kind of experience. Do you know what I mean? Because it was really good.
So you get it all for yourself.
So I wanted to be selfish, but I didn't want him. Does that make sense? I just wanted to know. And sometimes as women, we do take this advantage, and it's not a good thing to do. And I'm talking about when I was a younger girl. Do you know what I mean? I used to do things like if I knew he had another partner, all of a sudden the Pampers ran out. There's no Pampers ran out. He definitely supplied and did what he needed to do. Or, he's got another girl there, all of a sudden, oh no, sorry, we need to go to the doctors,
Most women are guilty of that.
Yeah, but you know what? We're in that guiltiness. It's not that it's about the other woman. It's about our own hurt and about us not really dealing with what we needed to deal with as a female. Because I know when I look back on it, it's not necessarily that I didn't like that he had another woman. I didn't like that I wasn't over it. I didn't like the way it ended, so I needed to deal with that issue. Does that make sense? She's not my issue. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You need to deal with the issue. How did this break up? What emotional attachment have I still got with you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She's just the extra part. Do you know what I mean? Right. She's just like the ice cream that I don't even eat. I'm not even interested in whatever that's
most girls. Most girls don't care about that. No, they just jump straight to the extra part. Right, I want to mash up the extra part.
And then when you mash up the extra part, you don't even want the meal. Does that make sense? So that's why it's always important to understand and address the actual issue and address it properly. And then and let's baby fathers, or I hate that word, but fathers of the children, and you as a mother, separate nicely, do you know what I mean, and co-parent properly. There's always going to be that chance of them doing silly things, and
getting
unfortunately, because you got the child, you'll be like, I know my child's dad will be like, oh, it's my child, I've got to go, or I had that manipulation spirit on me where I can manipulate the situation. I can make the situation always work in my benefit. And then when he comes, I'm making sure I'm in my little shorts or my little top where my breasts are, whatever.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Peeps, did you hear that? When he comes in my little shorts and my little breasts, my little, that's what reached me. And this is what I'm talking about. You see, when the father is serious about just raising the child and don't really care about the mother, and the mother starts to put on the shorts and the tight bra and titty them out her road and body their own her back. But we never come for that. So you're trying to now, like, seduce me when I've come to do my duty. That's where it's gone nuts now.
Yeah.
Now, I'm no disrespect. I'm glad you were so honest to even bring that to the table, because that part there, that messed me up. Because I'm saying, I've already had the child with you. Like, I told you I didn't want to have one with you. Cool, the child's here. I don't care. I've got the child and I'm doing what daddy's supposed to do. Everything from the get-go, from the minute you told me, oh, you're doing it by yourself. I've been there. Every scan, everything. So from baby drop, I shouldn't be having any issues with seeing my son, should I? Because from the minute that you've told me that you're pregnant, me and you don't lay back down again. From the minute my child dropped, me and you don't lay back down again. So all I care about is the visitation and making sure my son sees that daddy's visible and in his life. Birthdays, christening, all of the rest of the bits and bobs. But what you're trying to do is create something that isn't there.
No, so let me just correct that bit. So
Please.
It's not there for you, but it's there for the female. Does that make sense? Because emotionally she's invested into this relationship, wherever you see it as a relationship. Hold on, wherever you see it as not. Because when you're intimate with somebody, spiritually you are married to that person, even if you don't realise it. Do you understand? Because your spirit has now...
You're going back round at this married thing again. No, man, I go for your Uncle Jimmy.
Listen,
you're going back and I'm married?
Because then we have to come on like... No, but listen to what I'm saying to you. Spiritually.
Yeah.
Some women, we get if it's really good, we get really addicted to it. Do you know what I mean? Like, so sometimes you can think like, I'm not gonna give her that back as again. But listen, I ain't got. Listen, anyways, it's too early for all of that. But my point is this year.
Yeah, people are talking about facts. Yeah, them something there facts.
But wait, it's
100. Oh, I need facts.
It's facts. Because the point is this year. I know with my children's dad, when it was over for him, it wasn't over for me. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I still wanted more. I wanted more of the intimacy. I wanted more of the love. I wanted more of the attention. I wanted it all.
Men, please take note as to what's being said. This is just gems today. Like, this is, I'm not even joking. Like, this is facts, real talk, but gems. Men, if you could sit here and listen to this on a replay, and you can actually learn a lot about women and how to deal with them from what this sister here is talking, and from the way she's speaking, and the passions coming from the pit of the stomach and them something there. You see? So there's all of us done what I go on.
Yeah, do you know what it is as well? And I want to also say, I don't represent all women, but I'm just representing truth. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Now, we know we've got the body or the vocabulary or whatever it is to entice back our children's father. There's some points of us that we know what to do that. I know how to entice an ex, for example. I know maybe what he likes to eat. I know what he drinks, like he wants to wear, his cologne, whatever it is for me to entice him to come back to the house. I know when I say to him, baby, I need a back rub. I know where that back rub leads to. Okay, then you need to lift up your top. Then all of a sudden the bra comes out, and then all of a sudden the legs are up in the air like chandeliers. Like, I know what I'm doing. It's not... No, it's facts. It's facts. Honestly, it is. And I feel like we just gotta be open and honest in our age group. Where it's, I mean, so sorry guys, but yeah, we do, and we take responsibility as adults. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, if I know I'm linking you after hours, I know what time it is. Come on, let's be real.
It's
do you understand what I'm trying to say? It's
hours,
after hours. Like, well, I'm not coming here to read the Bible with you. I'm not coming to give you no holy Bible sessions. I'm coming to give you the holiness. Yeah, the greatness, the fullness.
Not coming you're not coming to sit and read the Holy Bible. She's coming to give me the holiness.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing
the
about
holiness.
The holiness. Honestly. No, like, let me get to my point of this, because ladies and gentlemen, you know, it's about being honest and being comfortable in your comfortability about being honest, because there's no shame in your game. If there's shame in your game, you should be running the game. You're out of the race. That's it. Just go sit on the sideline. Do you know what I mean? It's as simple as that. I don't have no shame. I know what I'm doing. I know how I dress, what kind of attention I'm going to be seeking on that day. I know the way I act, the way I talk, the way I think, of what kind of people that's going to come towards me. I know if I want to be intimate. I know whose number I need to call. I know if I want to have a business conversation. I know who to call.
Do you know what? Women always...
Honestly,
women always, let me see if you're going to be honest about this one, because women always have a number they can call.
Absolutely. I don't know if it's A, there's a few.
No, there's all... I respect the honesty. I just respect the honesty, man. I just love the honesty, you know. I just love off the honesty, you know. I not like, you know, I like the honesty, Rasta. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and the thing about it, just because you've got the numbers doesn't mean you're making the calls.
Don't try it. You don't try it.
No,
You're just smart with words.
No. Because you know there's certain guys there you know you can do something with, but it's not worth it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? There's certain guys that are really good at what they do, but the aftermath is not worth it.
Enough gal to, enough woman to.
And same with women, do you know what I mean?
Enough woman to.
But my thing is, you have to get to a point in your age, and it's okay what age you get to.
Let me explain something. I hear you. I don't mean to cut you, but let me explain why it's a problem with women now. Because you got some women, right?
Hold on, sorry. Let me just answer her. Babes, if you ain't got no numbers, add me. I'll give you a few, okay? Just call it.
You know, oh, so mix up over here. You know, made me forget what I was gonna say. You know, mix up bad. Hold on there. Drop it again. Well, no, you have some woman, you know. This is why, man, them be careful, you know. Because you have some woman, you know. Listen to when this one speaks. She's making you know she's one of them, brethren. You lay down with her, you're married. You're finished.
Absolutely.
They ain't just some lay down with me and tell me about next week. Listen, back in the days, let me explain where I come from. I come from a generation, right, where I see a young lady and I say, you're right. Would you go out with me? You understand? What, would you go out with me? You understand? No, I'm... Don't get too friggin' happy, man. Sure. I'm just saying. Yeah? That's... People, that's the generation and where I'm coming from. Like, we ask first, like, would you go out with me? Then she says, and this is all in private. No one's around. Because if me get embarrassed, me don't want nobody know that part there. And she have to take that to her grave. You know that part there? All right, cool. So... Yeah, but then we've become adults now. And the adult part now, that part don't exist where you ask, would you go out with me? She's already out with you, bro. You catch her already out and now she's with you. But see, we now do the maths. You're not asking her out, she's already out and she's with you. Brother, if you get lucky, Mr. Lucky, remember me tell you, say, are your woman that for are your wife, your common law wife, your regular wife, your private wife, your heavy wife. And she wants to know how much debt, how much money you owe your little weed man around the corner, how much money you owe him, HMRC, all them something there. She want to know everything. So listen, all when you work and you get a little pay slip them, she want it sent to her female address and them something there. Brother, sister, this is too much for you. Gone too far. You're gone too far.
No, let me clarify that. I do want to know everything, and the reason behind it, because I will be your everything. You see, you're not going to have to stray, because I know how to do it all. Dress up, makeup, whatever. You know, your doctor, your
like
nurse,
your
consultant, whatever you need, baby, I'll be yours. You know what I mean? I'm saying you've got to be everything when it comes to being a wife. A wife doesn't come with, oh my God, I just look nice on the outside. When it comes to the bedroom, you best know how to do what you need to do to please you and your man. And that's your private talk. Hold
on, man. You think I just bedroom?
No, I'm saying
bedroom only. Hold on.
Everything.
Hold on.
Our bedroom is very important, Patrick.
It's a very important few hours. Hold on.
A few.
A very important few hours of the day. Listen to what I'm saying. Right. It's only a few hours of niceness. It don't go far past the few hours. And that could be 3 hours, 4 hours. That's as far as... There's 20 odd hours left. Listen to what I'm saying, man. If you can't cook and full my belly, make me want belch and fart and feel good. I don't care about the bedroom part.
Exactly.
Because then you're just a bedroom bully.
Exactly.
Right. A bedroom bully is only at certain hours. That means you don't have you're not no use. Daytime you're not no use at daytime.
This is why you guys don't know the creativeness of art and sexuality, because I'm definitely a bedroom bully. I definitely can handle myself in all different areas, whether it's a bedroom or outside.
Every woman can handle herself.
Not necessarily. They can't all handle themselves. They all might want to, and I get that. I respect that. I respect you to them. But I'm saying in all areas, like you said, can you wash, can you cook, can you clean? Your man's coming home from, you set his bath. Do you know what I mean? Them things are standard behaviour things. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But if you're not going to be an all-rounder wife, there's no point having that title, because what you don't fulfil, he will get that fulfilled outside, and vice versa for the man. If you're not going to be that all for her, then let her go. Don't come and knock on her door knowing that you only come in with chicken wings. Like, stop all that behaviour. Chicken wings are like $1.99. Like, we're not into that. We're not into that.
If you're fed up with your girlfriend, let her go.
Yeah.
If you're fed up with your boyfriend, let him go.
And it's important that it's important that you know that. It's important that you have conversations open before you even claim. I feel like there's 5 processes before you get to the marital stage, by the way. There's just conversations that people have, do you know what I mean? Then you might go on a date.
I think there's 5 steps before the relationship stage. What are you talking about? What's wrong with you?
I'm getting some ads, it's funny, but
I'm sorry, man, I got you.
No, but do you know what it is, yeah? Everyone is going to be different, and everyone's going to get a different side to each of one of us. You know that if you're in a business meeting, you speak a different way. If you're just with your brethren, you speak a certain way. Your children, your parents, whoever it is, there's more than one characteristics that you show across. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I'm just like, I'm going to show you everything that being your wife. Everything.
Right.
Full stop. Period.
So you go up on a date, and the first thing the man want to see is your bank book. Wait there. Now you see what I go on? Now see, stop. Stop. Peeps, now do you know what? I don't know what. Peeps, what did Patrick just think? Hold on, stop. Because when I said me want to see bank book, I actually thought I'm literally picturing the bank book. Nah, I'm forgetting that everyone's online.
Apps.
Everyone's got apps, yeah. Online Santander, online Barclays, online NatWest. I'm done out here, bro. I'm done. So see when I girl look, man them. This is I know. Look, this is why the man them smart. Cause every man's rolling with a banger phone. Man, I'm even rolling with smartphones. So no girl can't even just draw man out like that. Yo, hey. So you me want to see now? So I know you're buying all the meal and that, and buying a couple of drinks and that. That's all nice and that. Can I see your bank book, please? Which man's gonna just pull out their phone and go into no account to show no woman that he's just met, that he thinks he wants to outpress, yeah, an overall press, no bank book.
It depends on the kind of caliber of men that you're dating, to be honest with you. There is men that will do it, and there are men that won't do it. Do you know what I mean?
There's some men that thrive off of doing shit like that.
Absolutely, there's men.
Right, so you gotta be careful. Listen to what I go on. You see, we're sweet or no? I got sour on a blood clot. You see, some or no? Just want to see money and figure. Me. Let me show you something. I don't like show up figure up on digits and all. I like show up figure up on paper, or up on computer or something. You see? Yeah.
Sorry, what is that comment? Sorry.
Go on, read, man.
I just want to address this because maybe people are getting it a bit wrong. We ain't in the night. Why are we concerned? Do you know why it's a concern? Is it Kerry Ann? The reason why it's a concern, Kerry Ann, of what people have in their account or what they have or what they're bringing forth to the table, because it's are we equally yoked? Are we going in the same direction? A lot of the times, looks ain't the same. You know what I mean? If you're going on the... Do you know what I mean? Are we going? Where we going?
Stop. No. Cause this, I just got a vision real quick. No, you're gonna answer that again, but hold on.
Okay.
I just got a vision. So there's a girl driving a silver Mercedes A-class, yeah, a B-class, whatever, any class. Boom, and then there's a brother coming through with a big 60 bag rascal Mercs, yeah. You can hear him up the road, mad thing. Go out on a date. Now she is gonna look at him, ask him about his bank and his money and his finances. The last thing this man wants to do is answer that question, because that car 9 times out of 10 don't belong to him. See, so it's already you mash up the whole of the man's parenting already. You can't do that to people that don't have it like that. See, the whole world is living off of some different stuff. It's not what we used to. Back in the days, we used to see people driving what they bought. Nowadays, people are driving what the government's giving them to drive, and usually these people don't even have the illnesses that they're supposed to have them car there. But them are postpone people will buy them thing. You see what I'm saying? Sorry to box you.
Absolutely, no, it's absolutely fine. You just get a box back. But
Don't do that. Don't do that. Your hand them tough. If I remember from school, your hand them tough. I don't want that, please.
No, you don't want anything. Okay, let me just address it in the nicest format that I can. Now, it's not about being a sugar mummy or a sugar daddy. It's about understanding your value and your worth, and it's about not wasting people's time on a real note. Do you know what I mean? I'm definitely not going to date a student, and it's not because I don't think the student's not going to reach far and do what he needs to do or she needs to do, whatever the case may be. I just need to allow them to do and go through their process. Now, if I'm not going through a similar process or not willing to wait for that similar process, it's unfair for me to attach myself to that person. You understand what I'm saying now? I've been in a situation where all I could eat was chicken wings. So I'm not talking from a point where I don't know what the struggle is. The struggle is real. I was in care since the age of 9 years old. I got myself about that. So I don't play pity stories. I don't go like I'm better, but I'm in a better situation. I'm a better person than I was yesterday.
That's right.
I'm going to be a better person tomorrow.
That's
so
right.
Therefore, I need to make sure I'm going with people that understand what better means. I need to go with people that understand what in the later it will all make sense. It's all necessary to go through that process of things. So for me, if I'm going through a process of meeting a guy and I'm out for marriage, I've got to make sure that guy's up for marriage. I don't want to convince him to be married. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because there's a woman out there that's for him that doesn't believe in marriage. And doesn't mean they're doing it right or wrong. It just means they're doing it in their way, and that's okay. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, for me, I'm not going to date a guy that doesn't see himself in 5 years living in England. I don't want to live in this country. So it doesn't make no sense. You have to have these hard conversations with people before you go and indulge in any date or link in or have it even intimacy with this person. Because if you're not going on the same journey, then babes, get off, man. Take your ticket on the next train, or take your ticket to Oyster, or go in your car, your house, your council property, whatever it is that you've got. It's yours. Own it. Own where you're at. Own what you're doing, and own who you need to be around. Because that's all I'm saying. I'm not talking about, it's not about this person, that person, but my thing is that I've got a vision, I've got a purpose in life, innit, and I'm going to fulfill that. Because many times when I go to the graveside to visit family members, I see a lot of gifts and talents in the graveside. And why? Because they didn't listen. Some people, delays were their own faults because they just decided to do things in their own terms, knowing that person couldn't meet their category. And then you go to your girlfriend, I can't stand him, you know, he always leaves the toilet seat open. You know that he does that. You know about these things about him. Why are you complaining about it? Either make it work or bounce. Sometimes all these females that want to give advice and you're single yourself, baby, you can't give me any advice. If I'm single right now, I'm not going to give no advice to that married woman. I'm not married.
Well, that one the name banana cart wheel. Wheel that one there again, cause here we go and a whole heap of friend them have a whole heap of advice.
You understand?
Careful who you tell your business to females, because your friend them don't care about your business, them just want to know it. If you sit down and say, is it? And let me tell you something about the next guy. The next guy, him is just like me. Him I go tell you what, I that him do? Your last man do that to you? I would never do that to you. Yeah, what? What? He never picked you up from work and left you on the side of the... I would never do that to you. Facts. I know something, all said and done, him still leave you out at the bus stop after work.
And all advice,
like
they said, it's not good advice. And my thing is this, I'm not going to advise a married woman. I'm not married, okay? I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I'm not going to advise a Muslim woman how her Muslim relationship should work.
All you can do is advise people how to beg for married, cause that's all you do, I beg for married. Move up, man. I beg you, I beg for married.
Do you know what I can advise people to do is to work and communicate with your partner and be loyal to your partner. You understand? Understand that what a woman says she don't accept, she accepts worse. You know, my granddad used to say before he passed away, there's only 2 foot in the bed. So at night time, only you know what you're accepting. You understand what I'm trying to say? Unless you're open to all that rest of the stuff and whatever else happens there.
Only 2 foot in the bed.
That you got 2 feet and I've got 2 feet. Do you know what I mean? You're not with your girlfriend.
4 foot in the bed.
4 feet then.
All right, Carl.
But my point is this, that sometimes the girls that are giving you advice, when they're going to sleep at night time, they're not even sleeping comfortable, and they want to come and tell you about your relationship and your partner and what you should and shouldn't accept.
As some of them need to change them pillow case.
This is what I'm trying to say, and make worse their bed sheets. Do you know what I mean? So for me, it's not about. This is my point of view. Do you understand? It's not the factual, the end or the broader. This is Serena. This is how I view myself, and it's okay. I've been okay doing this. Do you know what I mean? Other people, it works differently for them, and well done to you, clap clap, well done to you. And come and give me the advice. Come to Pillow Talk. Let's talk about it. Let's come to the events. Let's have conversations. Let's link. Let's do what we need to do to make the world have a better and clearer understanding. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
But let's not take advice from people that don't even know half of what they're going through. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That you don't know nothing. That's just shut up. Just shut up, seriously.
Listen, man. Hey, you see that reasoning, yeah? Not a normal reasoning, my people. I thought it had to happen today still. Tried to make it happen yesterday, but no, that never worked like the rotted. Most I makes it work. You get me? So, I want to big up my sister Serena still for passing through. Because you see you. You know, me can't reason with you all day. You know, me can't reason with her all day. And we can argue all day and laugh all day too. That's what the thing said. Darren, boss, big up yourself when you check in. Sonia, big up yourself when you check in. Big up Sue, anyway, she there. And big up my brother, Michael Mack, anyway, him there. You know the choppings already. Everybody, I hope you're having a great day. You know the choppings, and I wish you a positive week ahead, you know the thing. Please go ahead and give them your socials again, please. Okay,
yeah, you can add me up on Facebook, which is Purpose Calling Serena Richards. You can also add me on Instagram, purpose_calling. You can catch me live at my event, Pillow Talk, on the 14th of August in Streatham. More details to follow. So everything will be out by the end of this week of where we're going to have the venue. Yeah, and that's my socials really. And those who are single guys, you know, once you inbox me, catch me on the WhatsApp. Not joking.
You're too funny, you know. Hi, peeps. If you big up Charlene Zion, my sister as well, man, as I respect Charlene. Listen, if you want to see Serena back here again as a guest, because I think she's so funny, she needs to be here. I need to hear a bit more, you know. You're someone I can definitely bounce off of your energy. It's not even normal. You know what I mean? Leave it in the comment section if you would like to see Serena back on the page again, because you don't know the choppings. If not, make sure you just follow her page and follow the journey. Be at the events, because trust me, it's a different level of reasoning and a different approach. You know what I mean? And we need to definitely support each other. So yeah, my peeps, we can be here all day reasoning, but you know, enough how we have things for them, you know. I see that one, yeah, shall look husband, shall look marriage. Ask her with it. So hold on, one question I didn't get to ask. How much money I have for the wedding?
I have enough.
No. You see me have some of my African friends them with them online, them interested and they want to know the figure because they don't work with hearsay and all that. Figure them work
so
with.
So there's 2 points to that question. How much do I have to contribute to the wedding?
Yes.
Okay. And then how much are they going to contribute?
No, the other half.
The other half?
Yeah.
So I'm bringing a healthy half.
You hear that, my brothers? She's bringing a healthy half. Healthy half. Hi, babes. Sure, I don't want to play one bad shot, you know. I can't play a bad shot for me people. I'm grateful for one.
What'd you say? I like that girl. What's her name?
Of course, man. Listen, I was at the same school, you know. I have to have some thick skin for them in my place, you know, trust me. And grow up around we. What? We was the proper teeny boppers. No jokes, you know what I mean? So, big up to everybody playing check-in, you know, the chopping. I was going to play a tune and just exit, but it don't make sense because I don't want them alkaline with thing, is it? So before them, I just play one rhythm like, yeah, man. Beat a killer P rhythm, man. I want to big up my brother Manasa anyway you're there. Big up Long Range anyway you're there. Oh, I'm here, man. Serena, big up yourself, man, as a respect and always a pleasure for passing through my sister. You don't know what the chap is. This one is not normal. Yeah, she's not normal, but she's definitely approachable and a beautiful, nice soul to meet and greet. And you know what I mean? Yeah, man, rub shoulders with good people. And that's how we think them. And people, have a blessed afternoon. It's been a pleasure. Art, I love. You know we choppings already, and you know we not go around the thing. Just I keep it short and spicy. Oh.